All right, good evening, folks. My name is the Nostalgic Negotiator, and before I get started, I'd like to send a shout out to my boy, the Plastic Addict. He's right down the street from me. Um, Basically, he's the one who convinced me to start making my videos to show off my collection to the whole world. So, what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing reviews on what I collect, which is Power Rangers, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and what do I find to be cool, like Predators, Aliens, things of that nature. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and go into the video. But before I get started, go ahead and like my video, subscribe, because if you do, that's going to motivate me to want to get out and go in my closet and dig down deep in my boxes, pull out more toys and plastic crack to show you guys. All right. So what really got me started with collecting toys was I was a Ninja Turtles fan growing up in the 80s and 90s. I believe I was about 4 years old, and my mom got me two Ninja Turtles for Christmas, which was like Leonardo and Michelangelo or something like that, and Donatello and Raphael for my birthday, which was like 3 months later. And it just so happened that my birthday fell on Easter Sunday, so it was like a double whammy. It was a good year that year. I did what kids do. I take the arms off and mess them up a little bit. But I was actually able to go to Big Lots a few years ago, and they had a 25th anniversary edition of the Ninja Turtles, and I copped them. You can also go to Toys R Us. They might have them there as well. I went to Toys R Us a few weeks ago and picked up a Rocksteady, which I will show off in a later video. So what I want to do now is talk about my Power Rangers, and obviously, this isn't my whole collection. These are just a few that are significant to me because I'm a huge Tommy fan. I'm a huge Jason David Frank fan. I ran into him at the airport in Honolulu, and I just want to show this one off. Right here is it's a Green Ranger that came out with the Power Rangers Super Mega Force line a few years ago. It's like a re-release, and my wife's cousin was able to meet him in Hawaii. Like, he was doing a show for his YouTube, not his YouTube channel, but his web series, My Morphin Life. And again, my wife's cousin ran into this guy, and he was able to autograph some of the figures. I got an autographed White Ranger figure that I sent to my brother, and I went ahead and kept this one for myself because I'm a huge Green Ranger fan. Alright. This was the White Ranger that I kept for myself. I mean, you gotta have more than one White Ranger. That's just what it is. I actually have a Tiger Zord, the re-release, the 20th anniversary Legacy Edition. I have that sitting inside my room, but I just don't feel like digging it out. Again, it'll be a long video. It'll be like an hour long if I showed you all my Power Ranger stuff that I have. I'm trying to keep the video down to 15 minutes. I like the figure. It doesn't really have too much articulation. It's just something that I plan on keeping in the box. I don't think I'll ever take this one out. But it's something that, you know, if I do take it out, it'll sit on the shelf, collect dust. You know, I don't think I'll ever play with it. So, yeah, it's the White Ranger. This is another bigger version of the White Ranger that also came out with the Super Mega Force line. It was a re-release. I like it. It looks pretty articulate. Jason David Frank, he was pretty skinny in the show. I don't think Tommy was ever this buff. But he looks like he's juicing in this toy. So, yeah. He got like a dose of He-Man or something in him. But I like the color scheme. They could have done better with the mold for the vest, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a White Ranger. I mean, you can't complain. This is something that, I don't know, I'll probably have to fight somebody if they ever try to mess with my White Ranger collection. You know, that's something I hold near and dear to my heart. Last but not least, I hate not talking. Well, I hate talking and not looking at the camera. I think that's unprofessional. But last but not least is my Saba. I found this on sale at a Toys R Us. I forgot how much I paid for it, maybe like 60 or 70 bucks. But to me, it was worth it. This thing is like full size. I was a kid, actually. Quick story, I was a kid, and my mom got me a Saba for Christmas. It took 2 AA batteries and did like the Power Rangers theme, and it spoke or something like that. It really didn't do much. But I used to play with that thing all the time. I was always the White Ranger whenever I played with the kids in the neighborhood. And one day somebody stole it. I don't know what I did. I went inside to use the bathroom or something, and I left it outside, and I thought it was okay because it was in my backyard, but somebody went back there and took it, you know. So my mom, she looked out for me. She went to the store, and she found like another one for me. So thanks, Mom. If you're watching this video, appreciate it. Again, you filled the craddict addict, the plastic addict inside of me. So I appreciate that, and you helped me become the nostalgic negotiator that I am today. So I'm really not talking about it too much. Again, I don't want to take it out of the box. It's pretty heavy. There's probably some die-cast metal up in there. If you guys want to look a little bit closer. Yeah, it says die-cast parts, lights and sounds, talking tiger, voice of the original saber, and the sword extends fully. So this is full size. I mean, if you guys are into doing cosplays or something like that, and going to like Morphicons or Comic Cons or whatever, this is something that you definitely want to have in your arsenal to take with you as a side piece. So yeah, I'm glad I got it. Now, when I did the video with the plastic addict a few days ago, I didn't get a chance to show you guys close up of the Zeo Rangers. So we got a few more minutes. I think I'll go ahead and do that for you guys. I think if you guys watched the Zeo Rangers when you were kids, everybody wanted to have the Gold Ranger, but that was like something that was hard to find. That's like finding the Deadpool in the X-Men Build-A-Figure. You know, it's hard to find. So I'll start out with the ladies. Obviously, she doesn't look like a lady at all. Catherine is not very articulate. The articulation sucks. I mean, it's good for the time, but it's real cheap plastic. Real light, not too heavy. You know how the Marvel figures and the DC figures are pretty heavy now? They're pretty solid. You know, it'd be hard to break one of those figures, but these are pretty light. You can throw them around. The white part of the suit has faded over time. Like white plastic, it just, for some reason, has to turn yellow on you. You know? But, I mean, it's still in good condition for being almost a 20-year-old figure. The Green Ranger, as you can see, I scratched some paint on it. I probably used to throw this one out a lot and mimic some of the kicks he used to do in the actual show. Again, this one, he held a pistol, and you're supposed to press a button on the back, and it's not a karate chop. It's for him to draw his pistol and shoot people with. My mother sent me these from Wisconsin like a few months ago, and she didn't send all the weapons. I had them in like Ziploc bags or whatnot. But, so I'm missing their swords and their blasters. Just to let you guys know. Next we have, what is her name? Tanya, the Yellow Ranger. Again, she had a blaster. But it's probably broken now, but hey, still, I mean, how many people can say they got the whole set of Zeo Rangers? That's all I gotta say. I don't see too many people on YouTube making videos about this. Again, I am a huge Tommy fan. If you are a Power Rangers fan and you hated Tommy, something's wrong with you. Something's seriously wrong with you. You need to go get reevaluated. You need to go see a psychiatrist or something like that, because Tommy was the dude. He was like the Chuck Norris of Power Rangers. Alright, so I just want to put that one out there. So, I mean, right now they just sit on my shelf inside of one of my rooms. I have them on display. I have other full sets. I have Power Rangers Mega Force. I have Power Rangers Samurai or Super Samurai. I think I have a full set of that. And the new Power Rangers that is being re-released, I'll show you guys a little bit later in like another video. But I have everything, honestly, but the Yellow Ranger, because I don't think they released the Yellow Ranger yet. But I have the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, of course, the Blue Ranger, Black Ranger, and the Pink Ranger that just came out. So yeah, I have pretty much the whole set of that. And last but not least, the Blue Ranger, Rocky. Again, this is not a karate chop or anything like that, or judo chop or whatever. This figure was given a sword to put in his hand. Like some of them had the power blasters where they can aim in, and the other one they have a little button back here where you just put the sword in the hand, and he just basically acts like he's striking someone with his sword. So the only two ones that have that is the Pink Ranger, I believe, and the Blue Ranger. The Blue Zeo Ranger. So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, I wanted to keep this video short. When we get a chance, I would like to show you a few of my Megazords that I have. I just want to do different themes. I want to keep it simple. I'm going to stick to Power Rangers. I would like to stick to, you know, my Marvel superheroes or whatnot, my Legacy, or my, my Legend figures. I like to stick to my Ninja Turtles. I'll show you a few of my Ninja Turtles. Got some for my sons. That's about it. I also have Transformers. So Masterpiece, Combiner Wars is a huge one right now. But it seems like everyone's doing videos of those. So I'm trying to stay away from them for right now until I get a little bit more further in depth with this YouTube thing. So that way, you know, it's something a little bit different, it's something a little bit fresh. You know, I just don't want to be doing a video on Devastator when there's like 1,000 videos on Devastator. I don't want to do a video on Blaster when there's another 10,000 videos on Blaster or Galvatron. You know, I want to take my time with that. So again, like my video, subscribe to it, because that's going to motivate me to do more of these videos for you guys and show you my stuff. I have 2 months left here. I'm getting ready to go to Japan, so I'll have opportunities to collect more crack. But at the same time, the stuff that I have here in my house right now, out here in California, is going to go into a box for 3 years and go into storage till I get back. So, let me know what you want to see. Put a comment down below. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll go ahead and I'll set it up. All right? Without further ado, thank you, and Nostalgia Negotiator out. Bye.
God, look at your background. It's so